It's just been
Check. There we go.
a little bit less depressed. Yes.
Now up to bat number 4, Audrey Campbell.
Check, check. Testing, 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 testing. Check 1, 2, 3. How's that? Is that good? All right, well, welcome to the Bethel Park High School softball field. My name is Nicholas Callis, and this is Blackhawk TV on YouTube with a simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. So, right now, this game in progress between Bethel Park and Connellsville. Right now, Bethel Park batting, and they're down a run to Connellsville in the bottom of the first inning. Julia Miller for Bethel Park just let off with a single, so she's on with this batter at the plate. Pitch on the way. Swinging this too high for ball 4. So 2 hitters on. It was Campbell that just walked, and now Spano coming to the plate for Bethel Park. Bottom of the second inning. Top of the second inning. Connellsville up 1-0. Bethel Park got a few hitters on, but they failed to score. Connellsville got a run at the top of the first inning. They've got their bottom of the order due up now. Pitch on the way. Bethel Park on defense. Swinging a ground ball towards shortstop. Played by Campbell. Throw over to first in time. And that's out number 1. That was Molly Greenwalt, first baseman, and number 7 hitter in the order leading off that top of the second inning for Connellsville. And now here comes number 8 hitter Kaylee Rodman, designated player in this game. Connellsville using a flex player, that's Liz Painter, who will play right field and only play the field. Her designated player Kaylee Rodman in there now, and swings and misses at strike 1. Maddie Wade pitching for Bethel Park. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a line drive down the left field line. That's a foul ball. Now Rodman down the count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. So again, Connellsville up 1-0. Maddie Wade pitched last Wednesday against Peters Township when Bethel Park won 11-1. That pitch just a bit too far outside to Rodman. Counts now 1 ball and 2 strikes. You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube, simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. It's the top of the second inning. Connellsville up early in this game. 1-2 coming. Swing and a foul ball back toward the screen. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Connellsville sent 6 hitters up to the plate in the top of the first inning and pushed across a run, so they're up early in this one. Bethel Park did not score in the bottom of the first inning. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. That will go foul. Counts to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maddie Wade pitching to designated player and 8 hitter in Connellsville order, Kaylee Rodman. Wade's pitch coming. Swing and a miss right over the middle of the plate, and Rodman couldn't catch up. And that is out number 2. Bottom of the order hitter due up now. Number 9 hitter, Jaylee Moorhead, comes to the plate to face Maddie Wade. Or excuse me, Mackenzie Wade is the pitcher. My apologies. Mackenzie Wade pitching for Bethel Park. And that pitch in the dirt for a ball and gets away. Nobody on base, though, so no consequences there. 1 ball, no strikes. Mackenzie Wade pitching for Bethel Park. Jaylee Moorhead, a right-handed hitter, playing left field, batting 9th in this Connellsville order. Connellsville up 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Excuse me, top of the second inning. Strike called there, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Well-placed pitch, just off the plate, though. That makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike on Jaylee Moorhead. Off her foot and foul. That'll even the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sunny, warm day here at Bethel Park's softball field just up the hill from the high school. Good weather for softball. And good weather for baseball, too. Bethel Park baseball playing Peters Township right now as well. Down on the baseball field, Perky Field. Grounded to third and just a bit foul. Was bounced just about 3 feet to the left of the third base bag there. Dogood played it, but it's called foul. Count still 2-2. Here's the pitch. Well, too high. Pitch from Mackenzie Wade there. Too high ball. Count runs full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Jaylee Moorhead. Riley Dreves would bat next. Swinging a ground ball, again fouled off down that third base line. Count remains full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning, top of the second. Connellsville leading this one 1-0, and Connellsville batting. The first 2 hitters of this half inning have gotten out. Swinging a ground ball softly hit toward the left side, and again foul, just a few feet to the left of the third base line. And do good over there at third, touched it in foul territory, so count will remain full. Another pitch to be thrown here. Mackenzie Wade pitching for Bethel Park. 3-2 count on the number 9 hitter of Connellsville, Jaylee Moorhead. Fly ball softly hit toward shortstop and played out there at short by Campbell, and that ends the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base through an inning and a half. It's Connellsville 1 and Bethel Park 0. Oh, did they? I appreciate your help. Sorry, we were struggling. Thank you. All right. Who scored, you know? Who got the hit? Gillenberger. Appreciate you. So I got a correction here. The score is 1-1. Bethel Park got a run in that bottom of the first inning. Over credited with the RBI, so just to recap there, my apologies on that score as well. But it is 1-1. Bethel Park is tied with Connellsville in the bottom of the second inning. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for Bethel Park in this half inning. Becky Gillenberger, Mackenzie Wade, and Julia Bitkowski. That's a strike. Becky Gillenberger drove in some runs in that game against Peters Township last week. Still batting in the middle of this order, batting 6th. And she's the designated player in this game, and she swings and misses there. One ball, 2 strike count. She steps out, takes some swings, comes back in. Wind up at the pitch. Soft fly ball, right side of the field. Out to play. It's the second baseman, but she can't make a play. Just away from her outstretched glove. That was Cameron Kanarick who tried to make that play out in shallow right field. Couldn't do it, though, so that ball dropped. And Becky Gillenberger on base. To start this bottom of the second inning. And now here is Mackenzie Wade, pitcher and number 7 hitter in this order. Takes a low pitch. Iris Bird on the mound for Connellsville. Pitching into her second inning now, giving up 1 run through an inning here, an inning plus. Pop fly toward the right side, and that will go foul. Count even 1 ball and 1 strike. It's Bethel Park and Connellsville playing in this game. It is a section game. Sun really beating down here. Still about straight up in the sky, really feeling those, it's been about a month now since daylight savings changed, but feeling those spring temperatures now. First few weeks of the season for baseball and softball were rather cold. I guess you can count lacrosse, too. We covered some of those games. But we were out in the elements in baseball and softball on a little trailer here, so warm weather always appreciated. Bird's pitch coming. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. And Mackenzie Wade down on strikes for out number 1 in the bottom of the second inning. 1-1 score. Bethel Park and Connellsville tied. Julia Bitkowski batting, playing left field, batting 8th in this order. Bethel Park does have a flex player as well, designated player in the lineup. Flex player is Striegel. She's playing first base, not in the order, though, officially. Just a member of the defense. That one fouled off by Bitkowski, counts 0-1. Birds 0-1, here it comes. Just off the plate. Count even up 1 ball, 1 strike on Bukowski. Gillenberger reached on a short fly ball to right field that dropped. One pitch coming from Bird. Just a bit low. Another off-speed pitch dropped below the knees. Count is 2 balls and 1 strikes now on Bukowski. Bird winds the arm and pitches. Too high. Bukowski way ahead now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bethel Park's catcher McIlvaney awaits on deck. 3-1 pitch coming. In the dirt, too far, ball 4. Bukowski draws the walk. Bukowski reaches via the walk. Gillenberger advances to second on that same walk, and now here's McIlvaney. Batting 9th, doing the catching for Bethel Park. Bird's pitch, swung on and missed right over the middle of the plate. Counts 0-1. It's a 1-1 score. Bottom of the second inning, Bethel Park and Connellsville tied in this section softball game of the WPIAL. 0-1 pitch coming. Right over the knees, well-placed pitch by Bird. And McIlvaney quickly down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Nothing in 2, Bird pitch is outside. Bird's pitch, I should say. Either way, 1 ball, 2 strike count. 1 out, bottom of the second inning. Bird's 1-2 coming to McIlvaney. On the ground toward the left side, fielded. Throw to third is in time. Becky Gillenberger forced out at third base by shortstop Lakelighter's throw over there. So Bukowski advances from first to second on the play. McIlvaney reaches on what is declared a fielder's choice. And now with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning, back to the top of the order for Bethel Park, it's Julia Miller. And now time called. So with McIlvaney catching, she'll get a courtesy runner at first base. As Julia Miller, leadoff hitter, comes up for Bethel Park. She reached on an error in her first at-bat of the game. Has an opportunity here with a runner in scoring position to give Bethel Park its first lead of the game. It's 1-1, bottom of the second inning. 2 outs and 2 on. Just a bit high. Bird throwing with high velocity, changing speeds well. Just a few walks in this game so far for her. Counts 1 ball, no strikes on Miller. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Well placed on the bottom of the zone. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams scored in the first inning. Connellsville did not score in its half of the second. Saw it off the plate there, fouled back. And Miller now behind in the count. 2 strikes on her. Bukowski reached on a walk. She's on second. McIlvaney reached on a fielder's choice. She's on first. Bird attempting to pitch out of danger here. That pitch just a bit too high. Count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Miller. Two. Popped up softly toward the right side of the infield, and that will go on top of Connellsville's dugout and out of play. That remains even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is Bethel Park High School's softball field. Playing host to Connellsville. With an opportunity to score here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Julia Miller at the plate. Iris Bird looks for the sign, winds and pitches. Swing and a miss. Julia Miller swung right through that one. And she strikes out with 2 runners on, and that ends the second inning. For Bethel Park, no runs on a hit and 2 runners left on base. After 2 full innings of play, it's 1-1. Bethel Park and Connellsville tied. You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube with a simulcast on BPTV. This is Bethel Park High School softball. You be able to get a hat, Ryder? Watch out, you're on. Of 7 regulation innings in softball. Connellsville with 1 run, Bethel Park with 1 run through 2 full innings. Swinging a line drive out toward right center field, and a 1-pitch out there. Ball caught out in right field by Bova. And a 1-pitch out of Riley Dreves to start the top of the 3rd inning. She's the leadoff hitter, both in that inning and in the lineup. So she's out on 1 pitch, and now here comes the pitcher for Connellsville. It's Iris Bird. Mackenzie Wade still pitching into her 3rd inning now, and here's the first one of this plate appearance to Bird. It's fouled up. Each team scored in the 1st inning. 2nd inning went scoreless, so it's a 1-1 knot. Coming into this 3rd inning. 1 out, bases empty. Sharp ground ball to 3rd. Forehand play and throw by Duguid is in time. Well played over there. Snagged the sharp ground ball, and Duguid throws over to 1st, gets the put out. And now 2 quick outs in this top of the 3rd inning. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter in Connellsville's order. It's Kira Davis. Two outs, bases empty. Here's Mackenzie Wade's pitch. Fly ball sharply hit to left field. Played by Julia Bitkowski. She makes the catch. And that play ends the 3rd inning. So Connellsville goes down quickly in that top of the 3rd inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base through 2.5 innings. It's Connellsville 1, Bethel Park 1. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV with a simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. How do you think you're doing so far, man? You wave there. Get that play out. Yeah, for sure. No, next time we'll get more time. I promise. It is a good idea. Watch out, Ryder. No, I mean, Ryder, look. I don't care where you go if you have to pick up your hat. Don't run into the game. You or you gotta walk down. Hey, if you're gonna walk around the car. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for Bethel Park in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Campbell, Spano, and Bova facing Iris Bird. And Campbell pops that first pitch up, perhaps playable, and it was indeed played. A 1-pitch out of Campbell to start this bottom of the 3rd inning. Play made there by Connellsville's 3rd baseman, Kira Davis. Sia Spano batting now. She contributed to the run Bethel Park scored in the bottom of the first inning. Both teams scored in the first, and they didn't score in the second. Connellsville went scoreless in the top of the third inning, so it's a 1-1 tie with one out and the bases empty in the bottom of this third inning. Spano takes a strike right at the knees. Among the rare lefties in this Bethel Park lineup. Just a bit low. Good take there. Also good placement by Irish Bird on the mound. Pitching for Connellsville, 1 run given up. Through 2+ innings, swing and a miss. Spano went up for that one and missed. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes. Connellsville went down at the top of the third in under 10 pitches. Connellsville trying to return that favor to Bethel Park. Spano takes that pitch, so the plate appearance will take at least one more pitch to finish up here. Spano into the, or excuse me, that's Irish Bird into the wind, and Spano takes 2 low. That'll be ball 4. So Spano reaches on a 2-out walk. Here comes Belinda Bova. Well, according to the public address announcer, she's nicknamed BB. Belinda Bova batting, and a back pick to first base, not in time. That pitch missed. Bova drove in the run back in the first inning. Ground ball sharply hit towards short, played, throw to second, force completed there. And that is out number 2. So Bova reaches on a fielder's choice. Spano out at second base on a play by the shortstop Lakelighter. So do good batting with a runner on first and 2 outs. Bethel Park and Connellsville tied. That pitch in the dirt, good block by the catcher, Bassinger. 1 ball, no strike count on number 5 hitter in Bethel Park's order, Do Good. In the dirt, again, good block. That sends Bova back to first base. So Campbell popped out on 1 pitch. Spano walked. And then Bova grounded into a fielder's choice. Connellsville made the play at second, so Bova reached first as that pitch missed. Right on the mound, here's the pitch. Right over the middle. Now 2 strikes on Do Good. Arm wind and pitch. On the ground to the left side, played by the shortstop. Throw to first is in time. Lakelighter. There's the Greenwalt for the putout, and that is the 3rd out of this bottom of the 3rd inning. No runs for Bethel Park. No hits. There was 1 walk in the inning and 1 runner left on base. After 3 full innings, it's a 1-1 tie. Connellsville and Bethel Park playing. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube with a simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. Better now, Ryder. That comes out of your eyes. That's good. What inning is it? You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube, simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. This is Bethel Park High school softball. First pitch strike there to Later. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Connellsville. It's Later, Bassinger, and Kenterick. Kenzie Wade still pitching. 1 run given up through 3 innings. She's pitching into her 4th here now. Fly ball sharply hit to left, back toward the wall, but it's foul. About 10 feet from that foul pole. Fell a little bit short as well. Almost had the distance if it was fair. But just a long foul ball and a strike. Later, the cleanup hitter in Connellsville's order. Connellsville again with 1 run. Bethel Park with 1 run. Here's the pitch. On the ground is short. Campbell plays and throws to first for the out. That is out number 1. Here in this top of the 4th inning, that'll bring up Tegan Basinger now. Batting 5th in the order and playing catcher in this game for Connellsville. Had a couple notable blocks in that bottom of the 3rd inning. Batting here in the top of the 4th of 7 innings. Soft line drive. Caught on the backhand at third base by Duguid. She leaped up there and was able to make that catch on her backhand. Roughly in foul territory. And a sparkling play there gives Bethel Park its 2nd out of this top of the 4th inning. And now that'll bring up Cameron Kenterick with 2 outs and the bases empty. Connellsville and Bethel Park tied at 1. Too far inside, maybe a little bit low as well from Mackenzie Wade. Counts 1-0. I'd like to give credit real quick to Ryder running camera and John directing. My name is Nicholas Callis. We're bringing you this game through Blackhawk TV and also a simulcast. You can go to Comcast 21 and Verizon 32. That's Bethel Park Public Access Television. You can watch live Bethel Park High School sports on cable this spring season. Play by Campbell at short to first is in time. Down goes Kenterick, and that'll end the top of the 4th inning. So for Connellsville, no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. They went down in short order after 3.5 innings. It's Bethel Park 1, Connellsville 1. You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube, simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. This is Bethel Park High School softball. Yeah, that's where I want you to be to start, and you follow the ball from there, okay? You'll probably be able to see the ball a little better too now that you're zoomed in, right? You'll be able to follow it easier, see what direction it's going in, right? I remember if it's a pop-up, just zoom out, right? And then find the fielders. Don't try to find the ball. All good? All right. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV. My name is Nicholas Callis. We've got a simulcast going on Bethel Park Public Access Television. You can watch this game live on cable or reruns of it in the future on Comcast 21 and Verizon 32. Ball 1 thrown there. It's Becky Gillenberger at the plate for Bethel Park. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up in the order. Gillenberger, Wade, and Bitkowski scheduled to hit. Iris Bird still on the mound for Connellsville. 1 run given up. Both teams scored in the 1st inning, so it's a 1-1 tie in this bottom of the 4th inning. Gillenberger ahead in the count now, 2 balls and no strikes. Do want to make mention of this, though. You can come to Blackhawk TV here on YouTube. 3 games a week has been our average so far, but we cover what we can. Senior Rec Days are coming up. Next week they'll be starting as that pitch is called a strike. So we'll be covering as many of those games as we can. We're going to try to get baseball, softball, boys and girls lacrosse, and boys volleyball So stick around for those. They're not all next week, but a couple are. That one's fouled off. So we'll be there to cover them. So be sure to watch. If you want to watch here on YouTube, watch from anywhere on your mobile device, you're welcome to here on YouTube. Or you can also, if you got cable, you can go to Comcast 21 and Verizon 32. Go to bptv.bethelpark.net if you want to see Bethel Park TV's schedule. That one is swung on, hit toward shortstop. And throw to first is in time. Well played by Leckliter for the first out of this bottom of the fourth inning. But yeah, go to bptv.bethelpark.net if you want to see the schedule of when games are going to air on Comcast 21 and Verizon 32. There'll be a schedule section on the homepage around the top right of the screen, or the right half of the screen. So be sure to check that schedule and see when sports are going to be covered. We try to cover at least one game every week of either baseball, softball, boys and or girls lacrosse, and boys volleyball. So just look for them. Covering a multitude of sports this spring live, all home games from the Bethel Park Sports. Ground ball toward the middle. That's through for a base hit. That's Mackenzie Wade. Pitcher reaching on a single. Ground ball straight up the middle. So she's aboard with one out. And here comes the number 8 hitter in the order for Bethel Park. It's Julia Bitkowski. With that, quickly, a quick substitution to be made for Bethel Park. A courtesy runner in for Mackenzie Wade, who's pitching. Now Julia Bitkowski waiting to hit. 1-1 tie. Bottom of the fourth inning. Bethel Park and Connellsville playing in this WPIAL section game. Yeah, like I said, go to bptv.bethelpark.net. Find all the games scheduled per week. We try to do at least one in conjunction with Blackhawk TV, which, if you're watching on YouTube, that's how you're getting the game now. So we're in partnership with Bethel Park Public Access TV, bringing you at least one game every week throughout the spring, and we're hoping to continue that and expand upon it in the fall if it becomes popular enough. But tell people, this is what we're doing now. Live sports on TV and online from Bethel Park High School. That pitch is called a strike there. Bitkowski at the plate. Mackenzie Wade's courtesy runner on first base. Wade just singled. So Gillenberger got out to start this inning, so there's one out and a runner on first. That one's in the dirt. Both teams scored in the first and haven't scored since, and we're in the bottom of the fourth of 7 regulation innings. Bird's pitch to Bitkowski is swung on, and it's a bit late on that one, fouled toward the right side and out of play. Time called by Bitkowski and the umpire. Bitkowski steps back in. Bird's pitch. Too high. McElvaney awaits on deck for Bethel Park. Here comes the pitch. Right over the edge. Throw it on to second. Stolen base attempt is successful. That's Roberts, who went from first to second base. She didn't slide. Didn't look like she thought a contest was going to be made there at second base, but the shortstop covering Leckliter kind of deked her out there. It didn't seem like she was going to receive a throw, and then one came down. She stepped in safely, so a successful stolen base for Roberts, who is courtesy running for Mackenzie Wade. Bitkowski ready to see another pitch. Too far outside. Runner in scoring position. It's a 1-1 tie, bottom of the fourth inning. Bethel Park and Connellsville playing. Bird winds the arm and throws. Check swing, and the home plate umpire says it was a committed swing. Here comes the pitch. Too low. We're going to fly ball to right field. That'll be foul. So I missed a step in the process where Bitkowski walked, so it's McIlvaney at the plate now with Bitkowski on first base. Oh, that's why she didn't slide, so that's the actual explanation. Roberts went to second because it was a walk of Bitkowski, who's now on first base. Sorry, I missed that detail. Swing and a miss, though, there by McIlvaney on the off-speed pitch. So McIlvaney down on strikes. And now there are 2 outs with Roberts on second, who's courtesy running for Mackenzie Wade, who's singled with 1 out. Bitkowski on first base. Now back to the top of Bethel Park's order. It's Julia Miller batting in another run-scoring spot here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Sharp line drive out toward right field, and that'll go foul for strike 1. Miller batted in a similar spot a couple innings ago. She struck out on another run-scoring spot here. Top of the order hitter for Bethel Park. She's the leadoff hitter, number 1 in the order, and playing second base. Here's the pitch. Soft ground ball towards shortstop, played by Lecklater. Throws to first and gets her out by a step. Julia Miller grounds out with 2 on, and that ends the 4th inning. For Bethel Park, no runs on a hit, a walk in the inning, and 2 runners left on base. Through 4 full innings, it's Bethel Park 1, Connellsville 1. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube with a simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access TV. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Fly ball to right and foul. For strike 1. Simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access TV, Comcast 21, Verizon 32. My name is Nicholas Callis. Bringing you into the top of the 5th inning now. Connellsville batting in a 1-1 tie with Bethel Park. Mackenzie Wade still pitching for the Bethel Park Blackhawks. 0-1 pitch is too far down. Count even 1-1. Wally Greenwald batting for Connellsville. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up in the order for them this half inning. Sharp line drive into right center field. That's going to fall and roll toward the wall. Greenwald going to second base. Throw is accurate. Tag is applied, and the runner, Greenwald, is out. Belinda Bova in right field threw that directly into second base. Tag applied by the shortstop Campbell. So credit Greenwald with a single, but she's thrown out trying to go for extra bases. And now 1 out in the top of the 5th inning, and here is Kaylee Rodman. Line drive sharply hit and caught by Miller at second base. So 2 quick outs there after some solid defensive play by Bethel Park, and now here's the number 9 hitter in Connellsville's order. It's Jaylee Moorhead. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 5th inning, and It's a 1-1 tie, Connellsville and Bethel Park. Mackenzie Wade on the brink of pitching 5 complete innings of 1-run ball. Popped up shallow infield and a running basket catch by Dogood at third base around the pitcher's mound to end the top of the 5th inning. So for Connellsville, no runs on a hit. That erased, though, on a great defensive play in the outfield by Bova. And no runners left on base. After 4.5 innings, it's Bethel Park 1 and Connellsville 1. You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube, simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access TV. This is Bethel Park High School softball. All right, run around real quick. Check the tailgate. Check the tailgate. For you. Check under it, see if it's there. Check your bag. Where's the phone, though? Check that bag real quick, the camera bag. No, the camera bag. Check under the tripod bags. I don't know what to tell you, man. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. It's a 1-1 tie. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Bethel Park has its 2-3-4 hitters due up in the order. Come up here, Campbell, Spano, and Bova. They contributed to Bethel Park scoring in the 1st inning. Both teams scored in the 1st and haven't scored since. It's been pretty quick innings. That one's popped up and caught over the shoulder there by the third baseman of Connellsville for the first out of this bottom of the 5th inning. Well played there at third by Curate Davis. We'll bring up number 3 hitter and left-hander, Sia Spano. He takes a strike. 1-1 tie, bottom of the 5th of 7 regulation innings in WPIAL High School softball. 0-1. A little too high count, even 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty solid defensive plays throughout by both teams in this game. On the ground, left side of the infield, forehanded stop at shortstop by Leckliter, but she cannot secure the ball, so that'll allow Spano to reach. Had a little extra advantage there as well. Kind of a slap hit by Spano. Got down the line quickly. Leckliter couldn't make a play there, so at first is Spano with 1 out. Pitch for a ball. Throw down to first. He's stopped there. Back easily is Spano. Now they count 1 ball, no strikes on Bova. Bova drove in the first run for Bethel Park in this game. The only run that they've scored as well. That one fouled off. Count even now 1-1 on Bova. Iris Bird still pitching for Connellsville. Mackenzie Wade of Bethel Park went 5 full innings. Iris Bird on pace for that as well. Soft ground ball to the first baseman. Throw to second is in time. So Spano out at second base on an alert play by Connellsville's first baseman, Greenwald. Over reaches on a fielder's choice. And now with 2 outs in this bottom of the 5th inning, that'll bring up the number 5 hitter in the order for Bethel Park. It's Dogood. She's made a few solid defensive plays at third base in this game. Not too much on the offensive side, though, for her or the rest of Bethel Park. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Well blocked by Bessinger. Behind the plate count is no balls and a strike. 2 outs, runner on first base in a tie game. 1-1, bottom of the 5th of 7 innings. 0-1. Right at the knees, called a strike. Counts quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Dogood. And now Bird 1 strike away from pitching 5 complete innings for Connellsville. Too high. 1-2's the count. Line drive toward right field. That is a foul ball, just a few feet to the right of that right field line. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Do Good. Gillenberger awaits on deck if this inning were to continue. Bova on first base for Bethel Park. Here's the pitch. Check swing on a ball in the dirt. And no swing on the appeal. Connellsville coaches wanted an appeal there. They got it, but it was not in their favor. That evens the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Do Good. Iris Bird into the wind and pitch. Ground ball sharply hit off of the foot of Bird. Played by Leichleiter at shortstop. So a ricochet to the shortstop, Leichleiter, who throws to first and gets Do Good out at first base. That's the final out of this 5th inning for Bethel Park. No runs. On no hits, 1 walk in the inning, and 1 runner left on. After 5 full innings, it's a 1-1 game. Connellsville and Bethel Park tied. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube, simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. All right, Ryder. Mackenzie Wade pitched 4 2/3 against Peters Township on Wednesday of last week, and she does not go more than 5 innings in this game against Connellsville. A new pitcher is into the game for Bethel Park. Number 6, Owen on the mound for Bethel Park. She'll pitch here on a 1-1 tie in the final 2 innings of regulation in this game. She was the one that relieved Mackenzie Wade, too, on that game on Wednesday, so it seems Bethel Park has a consistent 1-2 punch on the mound. First pitch here is too high for a ball, counts 1-0. Connellsville and Bethel Park both scored their runs in the first inning, and that's been it. At this point, 1-1 tie in the top of the 6th. One too far outside. Too high. Owen doing the pitching, a right-hander for Bethel Park. Strike called there. Got one over. Three-one coming. Check swing. And the appeal unsuccessful. That's ball 4. So a leadoff walk issued there to Riley Dreves, the leadoff hitter for Connellsville. First base runner they've had in a little while. Runner on first, nobody out, and that'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Iris Bird batting. She's doing the pitching in this game as well for Connellsville. Owen's pitch, bunt shown, and it's bunted toward first base sharply but foul. Counts 0-1. 1-1 tie in the top of the 6th inning. This game moving along rather briskly. Nice day for softball as well out here. Sun's still shining. Faded clouds in the sky. That one too high on a bunt shown there by Bird. It's got even 1 ball, 1 strike. Bird had a sac bunt 2 back in the 1st inning, which contributed to Dreves getting further around the bases and eventually scoring Connellsville's first run of the game. And she's in here now attempting to do what seems like the same thing. Not showing bunt there, swinging freely and fouls that one off. Now 2 strikes on Bird. Up the order moving through now for Connellsville. 1-1 tie, top of the 6th inning. Bethel Park in black uniforms in the field right now. Swinging a fly ball, softly hit out toward right field, falling fast. And that will fall foul down that right field line. Still 2 strikes on Bird. Still nobody out in this top of the 6th inning. Reeves walked to reach to lead off this top of the 6th inning. She's on first base. Owen on the mound now for Bethel Park in her first inning on the mound. Swinging a soft line drive. Foul behind the plate. Count remains the same. Well pitched, well defended game by both teams, and the score yields that conclusion, being 1-1 in the later innings. Owen winds the arm. Soft line drive towards short. Campbell plays. And Reeves didn't move from first base. She tagged and just stays at first base. So Riley Dreves remains on first. Iris Bird just popped out to the infield, and that'll bring up the middle of the order now. Number 3 hitter up for Connellsville, it's Kira Davis. Been a stalemate since the 1st inning. Too high. Counts 1-0. In softball, they don't lead, but once the ball crosses the plate, runners can go. Base is 60 feet away, and Dreves a stolen base threat, seemingly to Bethel Park since they're being a little aggressive after each pitch. Fly ball by Davis out towards second base. And pop fly caught by Julia Miller at second base for out number 2. So leadoff walk followed by 2 pop-outs to the infield. That's Connellsville with a 2-out situation, and Riley Dreves on first base, and now here's Callie Leckleiter at the plate. Batting cleanup and batting with a runner on base and 2 outs. Her team in a tie with Bethel Park, 1-1. Top of the 6th inning. Swinging a foul back a little bit late on that pitch. Counts 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch coming. Too high and outside. Gets away from the catcher and down to second goes Dreves. On a wild pitch, just got past McElvaney behind the plate. So a wild pitch allows Dreves to get into scoring position with Connellsville's cleanup hitter at the plate in a tie ball game. So this becomes more of a pivotal spot now, runner in scoring position. Owen pitching for Bethel Park. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Now 2 strikes on Leckleiter. Owen on the mound. Winds that right arm and throws. On the ground, sharply hit through the left side of the infield for a base hit. They're sending home Reeves. The throw from Bitkowski comes up short and goes to the backstop. And now they're going to send Leckleiter all the way to third base. And the throw behind is not in time. Safe at third base is Leckleiter, and Bethel Park has just given up the lead. It's now 2-1 Connellsville. Bitkowski on the throw there. It was a strong throw to the plate, but McElvaney behind the plate didn't field it well. It went to the backstop. And it's to the right of home plate. No chance to get Dreves, who came in to score. And Leckleiter gets some extra bases on that errant throw. So she's at third, 2 outs, 2-1 game now. Connellsville leads, and here is Tegan Bessinger, who swings and fouls that pitch off for strike one. So Owen pitching in her first inning for Bethel Park gives up a run. That run charged is earned. Now, depending on how Licklider gets home will determine whether it's an earned run or not. She got some extra bases on that errant throw. That pitch too far upstairs. Count 1-1. But Mackenzie Wade for Bethel Park went 5 full innings, gave up 1 run. We'll get no decision in this game since she left the game when it was tied. That one popped into the air, right side of the infield, foul territory. Miller running after it and runs out of room. Can't make the play, it goes foul. So Bessinger now behind in the count. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on the catcher of Connellsville. Connellsville just took the lead. It is 2-1 in the top of the 6th inning. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called right over the lower outside corner, and Owen pitches out of further danger. It's out number 3, and that ends the top of the 6th inning. For Connellsville, 1 run scored, thanks to the big hit by Callie Licklider, and after 5.5 innings, it's Connellsville 2, Bethel Park 1. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube, simulcast on BPTV. Alright? Doing the big work. Stay zoomed in for me, alright? Yeah. You tracking that ball okay? John's approval there. Charge. Right. Been to a Pirate game, Ryder? Yeah. Pretty fun, right? Let's play ball. You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. Yep. You can watch live sports now on BPTV, Comcast 21, and Verizon 32. It's the bottom of the 6th inning of 7 regulation innings. Bethel Park now behind 2-1. The first pitch misses for a ball. Still on the mound is Iris Bird for Connellsville, who's pitched 5 full innings to this point and allowed just 1 run. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for Bethel Park in this half inning. It's Becky Gillenberger, and then Owen and Bitkowski to follow. Too far down below the knees. Mackenzie Wade pitched 5 full innings and gave up 1 run. In her start, she'll get a no decision. Owen on the hook for the loss right now unless Bethel Park can at least tie the game. That one on the ground. Played at third. Over to first, and the put out is successful. Played over there at third by Kira Davis. And Becky Gillenberger down for the first out of the bottom of the 6th inning. Now Bethel Park will send a pinch hitter to the plate. It's Nicoletta Antonucci who will step into pinch hit for Owen. Now Owen could be re-entered into the game. Those rules apply in high school sports. When you sub somebody in, a re-entry can be made of a substituted player 1 time. So Owen not officially done yet. But Nicolette Antonucci to bat in this spot. She homered against Peters Township en route to Bethel Park's 11-1 win last Wednesday. She's established she has some power, and she stands in here now with 1 out and the base is empty, and Bethel Park needing a run. Pitch misses too far down below the zone, counts 1-0. Antonucci facing Iris Bird. Too far in the dirt. Perhaps pitching around Antonucci with the power that she has demonstrated on this Bethel Park softball team. Although that would put the tying run on base for Bethel Park. It's a 2-1 game. Connellsville leads, bottom of the 6th. That one in the dirt as well, not giving her anything to hit middle of the zone. It looks like all these pitches have been below the zone. Counts 3-0. Yep, another low pitch. A 4-pitch walk of Antonucci. So Bird walks on the potential tying run for Bethel Park. As the order continues to move toward the bottom, number 8 hitter Julia Bitkowski is the scheduled hitter, but before that they're going to send a runner out to replace Antonucci on the bases. So they're going to re-enter Owen into the game, so she'll run on her own. I wonder if Bethel Park will pull a fast one and then give Owen a courtesy runner. That yet to be seen. Doesn't look like Bethel Park's going to do that. So they just re-enter Owen into the game. So Owen re-enters for Antonucci. So Owen will run on first base. Bunt shown. Missed. Throw down to second on the attempted steal. And the umpire doesn't signal anything. The ball dropped by the middle infielders on the attempted tag. So an awkward play there. But Owen is safely into second base. Now time called. She's going to dust off and just brush that one off. Both middle infielders were in the middle of that one. Solid throw down to second by Bessinger, the catcher of Connellsville, as Owen was trying to run there. The bunt was missed, though, so that's going to be a strike on Bitkowski. He's not going to swing as that pitch misses in the dirt. Count even 1-1. Bitkowski batting here, 1 out, runner in scoring position. At second base in the form of Owen of Bethel Park. It's a 2-1 game. Connellsville leads, bottom of the 6th inning. Line drive out towards center field. Played routinely out in center by Riley Dreves for out number 2. And now that'll bring up McElvaney to the plate for Bethel Park. And this is a pivotal spot in this game. Runner in scoring position, representing the tying run in this game to this point. 2 outs, though, in the later innings. It's the bottom of the 6th inning of 7 regulation innings. Soft line drive out toward right field. That will fall foul. Strike 1. Bethel Park and Connellsville both got each a run in the first inning. Then it went scoreless in each inning up until the top of the 6th inning. Connellsville got a run on a Later base hit. Line drive into right field, but nope, it did not reach right field. It was destined for right, but Cameron Kanterick at second base snagged that one out of the air, reached up, late hop, and she made the catch on the line drive, and that prevents Bethel Park from scoring in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Bethel Park fails to score in the bottom of the 6th. The last inning of regulation coming up, top of the 7th. On the way next, it's Connellsville 2, Bethel Park 1. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube with a simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Cable Television. This is Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV, simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. Yep, live sports on your local cable station, Comcast 21 and Verizon 32. Check the schedule for BPTV at bptv.bethelpark.net. There will be a schedule on the right side where you can see all the programming that they have at BPTV, but also If you're looking specifically for the sports, you can see a day-by-day schedule, and the sports are labeled in those slots. So if you want to see when you can watch a game on TV, on cable, or if you want to see that schedule just to see when you can watch on YouTube as well, Blackhawk TV has the YouTube broadcasts of these games for you, so you can watch mobily over the internet, watch in your home over the internet, or you can watch on cable TV if you still have a traditional cable TV set. One fouled off. Connellsville batting with a lead, 2-1's the score. They had a short lead after the top of the first inning. They scored a run, and then Bethel Park quickly equalized that score. It's been 1-1, or it was 1-1 for a little while through the next 5-ish innings, and then on the top of the sixth, Connellsville scored. Ground ball right to the pitcher, Owen, who throws to first and gets the out. So quick out made there of Cameron Kantorick of Connellsville. She was the number 6 hitter in the order, still is, but she's out. That'll move the order now to 7th. And Smalley Greenwald, who will bat. Greenwald in her last at bat hit a line drive into right center field, but got thrown out on a great relay from Bova in right field. It wasn't even a relay, it was just right to second base. No ball, 1 strike count, 2-1 Connellsville leads. It's the top of the 7th inning. This is the last inning of regulation. Bethel Park must at least tie Connellsville for the game to continue. That one inside the first base bag. Bova gets to it well, but Miller can't handle the relay. But no advance from Greenwald there, backing up his Owen, the pitcher. So she'll just collect it, get back into the circle, and that will stop play with Greenwald on first after that single. So 1 out, 1 on at first base. Here's the number 8 hitter in the order now, Kaylee Rodman, the designated player of Connellsville. Connellsville with its last chance in regulation to add some runs onto their score. They're only up by a run. That pitch missed and a back pick to first. Not in time. 1-0 pitch. Too high. Counts 2-0. Bethel Park's pitcher right now, Owen, on the hook for the loss. She gave up the go-ahead run, so she's in line for the loss if Bethel Park can at least tie the game in the bottom of the 7th. Too far down low, counts 3 balls and no strikes on Connellsville's number 8 hitter in the order, Kaylee Rodman. Too far in the dirt. That's going to be ball 4. That puts Greenwald on second and Rodman on first. 2 on with 1 out now on the top of the 7th inning. Connellsville in prime position to add to its lead. And now the number 9 hitter to bat, it's Jaylee Moorhead, left fielder and number 9 hitter. And time called first, though. It's third base coach of Connellsville and head coach out to make this some decisions. Looks like they're going to put a pinch runner in. Kaylee Rodman, the designated player, out. And running at first base is a pinch runner. Now time called. McIlvaney going to go talk to Owen on the mound. This is a crucial spot in this game. Bethel Park facing a 1-run lead at the moment, but in danger of giving up more runs. There's still 1 out. Looks like Liz Painter is running at first base now. So Liz Painter, the flex player, so it looks like she was inserted into the lineup for Kaylee Rodman when Rodman reached. Fouled back there, strike 1 on Jaylee Moorhead. Top of the 7th inning, Connellsville threatening to add on to its lead. Already up by a run. 2-1's the score in this top of the 7th inning. Owen pitching into her second inning now. Throws that one, and it's fouled off by Moorhead. Count is 0-2. Top of the order on deck, Riley Dreves, the leadoff hitter in Connellsville's order, awaits on deck. Here's the pitch. Line drive, sharply hit towards center. That will fall in there. Played in center and thrown in quickly by Cia Spano. So Jaylee Moorhead credited with a single. All runners advance. That puts Greenwald on third base, Painter on second, and Moorhead on first. And now time called. Bethel Park's infield will convene with Nicole Davis, head coach of the team, just to talk this one over. Owen has struggled in these last couple innings. Gave up a run in that top of the 6th inning. Not too much of a struggle, just 1 run put on the board. This inning, though, no runs given up yet, but the bases loaded, and top of the order due up for Connellsville. So this one could get out of hand in a hurry. They're just going to talk about what they want to do. On the mound, their umpire getting ready to go break it up. If you're looking to see what other live games you can watch on Bethel Park Public Access Television or Blackhawk TV, you can go to bptv.bethelpark.net. That'll give you Bethel Park TV's full schedule, but if you scroll through the day-by-day schedule on the right side of the screen when you get to the home page, you'll be able to see each of the days scheduled by BPTV day by day. Find the sport that you're interested in watching if it's there. But we try to do at least one game every week in conjunction with Blackhawk TV. And, of course, you can always just see what's going on, too, if you go to Blackhawk TV on YouTube and check at random times and see what broadcasts may be live. Swing and a miss to Riley Dreves. Owen still pitching for Bethel Park. Strike 2, back pick to third. Dropped a little bit there by Dogood, but she kept it in front of her and prevents it from getting past her, allowing no runners to advance. Dreves down on the count now. It's 2 strikes on her. Owen winds the arm and pitches. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there by Owen. Riley Dreves down on strikes for out number 2. I'll bring up Iris Bird to the plate, who bats with the bases loaded. An opportunity to pad on to Connellsville's lead, but there are 2 outs now in this top of the 7th inning. Too high, that's a ball. You can also follow BPTV, Bethel Park TV, if you search as well on Facebook and Twitter. Formerly known as Twitter, now X, if you want to see at the beginning of every week the sports that are going to be broadcast are scheduled. That one lined to the center, base hit. 1 run will score. They're sending home the second. The relay cut off and held. Cia Spano got it into the pitcher, Owen, but no relay attempt was made. 2 runs scored on the play. Molly Greenwald scored from third. Jaylee Moorhead scored from second. Now it's 4-1. Connellsville leads Bethel Park. And Kira Davis set to hit, but before that, a courtesy runner going to run at first base for Iris Bird, the pitcher. That is Carson Yolry. So it's Jaylee Moorhead on second base, and Yolry on first base. A big hitter up in the order for for Connellsville. It's Kira Davis, their number 3 hitter in the order. Sharp line drive into right center. That is going to 1-hop the wall, or 2-hop the wall. Spano plays it in center. 1 run scores. Second runner coming around. The relay is cut off by Miller. And another 2-run base hit for Connellsville gets them up 6-1 in the top of the 2nd inning. Rodman scores from second. Moorhead scores from first. Kira Davis into second with a 2-out, 2-run double, and Connellsville has extended its lead once again. Now it is 6-1. And Lake Leiter, their cleanup hitter at the plate. Swing and a miss at strike one. So Owen, to this point, has given up 5 earned runs in her start, and she's on the hook for the loss. Two back-to-back 2-out hits. I've given Connellsville now a 6-1 lead over Bethel Park. That was a big strikeout there, too, of Riley Dreves, but then Iris Bird came through with a single that scored 2. And Kira Davis followed with a 2-out, 2-run double. Now Lake Leiter batting with an opportunity to drive home another one. Davis at second base in scoring position. Pop up, right side of the infield, playable, and it is caught over the shoulder basket catch. And that will end. That was Striegel at first base making the play, and that'll end the top of the 7th inning. Connellsville gets 5 runs in that top of the 7th inning, and they now lead 6-1 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for Bethel Park. They're down by 5. You're watching Bethel Park High School softball on Blackhawk TV with a simulcast on BPTV. Found out that other computer literally overrode. Yeah, you remember, right? Terrible. My face look red yet? Am I getting sunburned? Yeah, a little bit. Hey, now's not a great time. Good. You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube, simulcast on BPTV. This is Bethel Park High School softball. Last inning of regulation is here, and Bethel Park trails by 5. Strike one called there. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up in the order for Bethel Park. Campbell, Spano, and Bova all set to hit. But Bethel Park down by 5. 4 of those 5 runs. Excuse me, 4 runs were scored in that top of the 7th inning. Sun continuing to beat down here. Still a beautiful day for softball. As these later innings have not gone in favor of Bethel Park. Out number 1 there. Campbell got out. Now here is new hitter at the plate for Bethel Park. Iris Bird still batting still pitching for Connellsville. Check swing, line driving to right, and a catch on the run for out number 2. Well done, a running play there by Connellsville's right fielder, Liz Painter, who was entered into the lineup last inning. She's the flex player, and she was entered in for Kaylee Rodman, but a great play there, stellar play, 2 outs. So I made a mistake there. It was Julia Miller who got out for that first at-bat. And Campbell was out there on the line out to the outfield. That was out number 2. Got a little lost in the lineup there. My apologies. Now it's Cia Spano at the plate batting. Strike 1 after that foul ball. So Cia Spano right now stands between Connellsville and a win. Bethel Park will need more than just Spano on base. They're down 5 runs at 6-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Line drive out to left field. Under it's the left fielder. Catch made. Play made by Jaylee Moorhead, and that'll do it. Bethel Park loses to Connellsville. A tight game mostly throughout, 5 innings. After 5 innings, it was a 1-1 tie. Then Connellsville got a run to break the tie in the 6th inning. It was still close for Bethel Park, but Owen for Bethel Park gave up 4 runs in the top of the 7th inning. Connellsville scored 4 runs, and Bethel Park cannot retaliate at all in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bethel Park loses 6-1. Give the credit to Bird on the mound for Connellsville with the win. A complete game, 1-run performance by her. Owen gets the loss on the mound for Bethel Park. And that'll do it for us here from Bethel Park High School softball field. Don't forget on Thursday, we're doing boys lacrosse, so stay tuned for that. That game's scheduled to start at 7:30. You can watch that on Blackhawk TV right here on YouTube, or if you like cable TV, you can go to Comcast 21 and Verizon 32. You can watch that game. We'll be doing it live, and you can watch reruns of this game as well on YouTube, or you can check the schedule at bptv.bethelpark.net. You can see when this game will be, or any of our games will be broadcast live or reran. But for Ryder, our cameraman, John, our director in this game, Michael Mariano, back at BPTV, getting us from the internet to cable. My name is Nicholas Callis, saying so long, repeating the final score one more time. Connellsville 6, Bethel Park 1. This has been a presentation of Blackhawk TV and Bethel Park Public Access TV.